Psalms chapter 84 and verse 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. So one day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Let me repeat that again. One single day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Okay? When things were better for you. Moments that you could reminisce on and say, yeah, that was a good day. The kingdom of heaven blows it out the park, man. It blows it out the water. Just one day. Not to mention, the Heavenly Father, He's going to stretch out the time. He's going to expand the time so you can enjoy your immortality. You can enjoy your life. And the Lord said in Wisdom of Solomon, He created the Israelite man to be an image of His own eternity, man. We're going to be a likeness of His own eternity, man. We're going to be many most highs, man. We're going to be many most highs. Okay? Gods on earth under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And also what's going to make us gods? These laws, statutes, commandments, and us judging by the laws, statutes, commandments, but also these laws being in our inward parts, making us those perfect judges. Not to mention, we experience these different reincarnations in this wicked flesh, so we know how to judge the flesh. We know how to judge this body because we've been in this body many times. Okay? But once again, the kingdom of heaven is going to be patterned after the mind of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. A righteous paradigm.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. Now, what I want to get into, all right, is dealing with main character syndrome. And this, I got this concept from the elder brother, Required Quam. You know, he had did a lesson, the elder brother, Required Quam out of London. He did a lesson going to main character syndrome. And, you know, he was going into, you know, different aspects of how, all right, you see, you know, men, all right, that are teachers and have these platforms, and their mindset is that they're the main character of this thing, you know, and this is the mindset of society. You know, that's why Jake, you know, they find out they're Israelites and they get on these platforms, and instead of being modeled, you know, after Yahweh Shah, you know, in meekness, okay, they model themselves after characters of this society, which this society is all about everyone, you know, pretty much being a narcissist, okay, or having main character syndrome. And we're going to get into those things and expound on those things in the scriptures, okay, because the scriptures, you know, they admonish us not to be that way, you know, because we're in the flesh, you know, and we're all, have to fight those things, man. You know, especially having these platforms and, you know, getting views and likes and, you know, comments, and, you know, it's a thing of, you know, fighting and taming the flesh and not getting puffed up, you know, as we increase in understanding, you know, the Lord bringing us on the level, you know, it's a battle, you know, not to be puffed up, you know, and not to fall and 2, being proud or thinking of ourselves more than what we are. All right, and we all can fall victim to that. That's why scriptures push self-examination, constantly checking ourselves, man. In this faith. Okay. Now we always talk about mindset. I know I say that word often, so I want to get that definition, just a quick definition. Now, mindset, okay, just a quick Google definition, is the established set of attitudes held by someone. Okay, so mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone, and the scriptures direct us, okay, to have an established set of attitudes that lead to salvation. Okay, and meekness and humility is a part of that. Okay, and we're gonna, go through these things in the scriptures. Now, what I want to do is go into, all right, main character syndrome. All right, and it's a little article. Okay. Now, it says, what is main character syndrome? All right, and this is the mindset of this world. This is the mentality, all right, that you see in this world. It said main character syndrome isn't a medical diagnosis, but it's a term that's quickly piqued curiosity online and social media over the last few years. Main character syndrome is defined by a series of behaviors in which you see yourself as the main character in the story of your life. You are a protagonist and everyone else is often a sidekick or a villain. You often see yourself as the most important person in the room, and you act according to the narrative of your plot, however you define it. Now, when you go into main character syndrome, all right, now there's a time when you are the main character, okay? And then there's a time, all right, when you are to be the supporting character in the setting. The difference, the thing with main character syndrome is, all right, people never turn off, they never transition from being the main character to a supporting character. Okay? You see, as a man, all right, when you're at the house, okay, amongst your family, you are the main character. Okay, everything, orbits around you. Okay, and that comes with the responsibility. And that's another thing. People want to be the main character, and get the glory and the praise and the perks of the main character, but no one wants the responsibilities of the main character. Okay, because being the main character comes with a responsibility first. Okay, so as a man, when you're at your, you're at the house, okay, if you got a family or you don't have a family, you're still the main character, okay, of your situation. All right, but when we're amongst the body, we become supporting, okay, characters, man. All right, to Yahawashi. When we teach this word, we are a supporting character to Yahawashi, who's the main character. And even Yahawashi, when he came down, okay, he didn't take on, that main character role. He was there, all right, as a supporting character for the ministry, man, for the work of the Father. Okay? And now he's at the right hand, okay, and he's the main character of this ministry that we have, man. Okay? So when you go into the main character, all right, I want to go here. All right. Now, as we speak about narcissists, it said narcissistic, all right, personality disorder and related traits. It says certain aspects of main character syndrome are often closely related to behaviors associated with narcissistic personality disorder. So let's get there real quick. Okay, it said narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition. It affects a person's sense of self-esteem, identity, and how they treat themselves and others. It's more than arrogance or selfishness. In the worst case, people with NPD may struggle with feelings of failure or rejection, putting their own health and well-being at risk. Okay, and being a narcissist, Means because a narcissist is like ruthless. You know, like they don't care about no one else's interests but their own. Okay, and you see how people drive is very narcissistic, man. Just how people drive in traffic. You know, no one is like, people won't even let you on the highway. It's all about where they got to go. You know, they push you out the way, they zigzag, and you know, it's all about what they have to do. You know, all about what they got going on. All right, it doesn't matter how their actions affect, you know, people around them. It's all about what they got going on. Okay, and that's the mentality of a lot of people in this society. You know, and scriptures tell us it will be like that. All right, so I'll get this and then we'll go into some precepts. It said the key difference between narcissism and the main character. All right, I'll start. Yeah, for someone who has main character syndrome, this is something that may be the focus or mindset of certain periods of someone's life and not in others. Main character syndromes can often be associated with anxiety, insecurity, and low self-esteem. Okay, so when you have people that's constantly trying to portray themselves as the main character, there's really an underlining, all right, you know, origin of that behavior. You know, there's an underlying reason to that behavior, and it can be of anxiety, and the main two is insecurity and low self-esteem. You know, and us as a people, we all suffer. You know, especially as a nation that went through that harsh captivity. The scripture talk about those incurable wounds. Okay, those wounds that we suffered in this captivity. All right, and low self-esteem and insecurity is a major part of that, man. You know, and a lot of people now, as they get on these podcasts and they've been able, you know, to establish, you know, popularity, you know, someone that wasn't popular, you know, in the world, and they're able to, all right, be an Israelite and then be popular and be, you know, recognized and, you know, applauded. Okay, it can go to their head, man. I say, and we have to, you know, we fight against those things, man. Okay, so let's get some precepts, because the scriptures say, all right, describe these times. Okay, this is 2 Timothy 3:2, or start at 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, all right, which is dangerous, difficult times. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And that's describing a narcissistic, okay, society. You know, they're describing a very narcissistic society. I want to get another definition of narcissistic. Okay, well, people, all right, are, you know, self-worship is a heavy thing. All right, let me see, narcissistic. All right, it says narcissism is extreme self-involvement to the degree that it makes a person ignore the needs of those around them. While everyone may show occasional narcissistic behavior, true narcissists frequently disregard others or their feelings. They also do not understand the effect that their behavior has on other people. You know, because it's to a degree, when you become a narcissist, all right, it's to a degree to where you don't even consider the effects that your behavior has on other people, man. Okay. All right, and this is this society. Okay, the main character syndrome and narcissistic, man. You know, so going back to this in 2 Timothy 3, it said, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, and this is women too, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemer, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, okay, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And you read this in the NLT, it says they will be unloving and unforgiving. All right, they will slander others, and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. All right, verse 4, they will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than the Most High. Okay? And this is the society, especially amongst nigga culture, man. Okay? Especially amongst our people. This sums up, all right, nigga culture. Okay? Like I say, it's a thing amongst Jake to hang around each other all day, you know, smoke, drink, go to the club, all right? But then it's just gossip, okay? Like, whoever, like, if it's let's say it's a group of, all right, 4 friends, you know, so-called friends, and this were homeboys or whatever. Well, when 3 of them are together, they're talking about the 4th one. When 2 of them together, they're talking about the other 2, and those other 2 are gossiping about the other 2. Like, it's no true affection. Okay, this is this society, man. Okay, and you see that behavior amongst men that know that they're Israelites. Now, I got an example I want to go into. All right, now this is dealing with this guy Sakari. All right, Al-Azhar. Okay. Now, this is the Passover that they're promoting. And see, these men do these things. One thing about the Sakari, you know, they do things to get rebuked because they like to be talked about. You know, these men love to be talked about. They love to be the center of attention. Okay? And this is, you know, I'm going to just briefly, this is just going to be for an example. You know, this ain't going to be about them. You know, this is just in general. All right, then we're going to go back into some more precepts. But just a showcase of that main character syndrome. Okay, you have Bishop Nathaniel riding in the Passover on a white horse. This main character, he's presenting himself as the main character of the ministry, man. Okay, so let's let this play. All right, make sure it's turned up.
I know a lot of y'all are looking for a home for Passover. Well, March the 22nd here in Atlanta, Georgia, Sakari, we're doing it big if it be the will of the Lord. And we're doing it to celebrate and to commemorate Yahweh and his great mercies and salvation, and look forward to the salvation coming through his only begotten son, who the world calls Christ Yahweh Shai. Right, we're doing it again here in Atlanta, Georgia, March the 22nd. If you are not a member of Sakari, there are only a few ways to get your invitation and be enabled to purchase a ticket. And that's if you're enrolled in Sakari Varsity, you're actively a prospect for Sakari, or if you're a subscriber to CZYN.network. Get over to CZYN.network, subscribe now, use promo code Deacon Sakari. You'll save on your subscription, and you will be enabled to follow the instructions and receive the invitation on how to obtain your ticket for Passover, March the 22nd. We're also doing a full slate of events for that weekend. The next day, a special presentation to commemorate my 1-year anniversary of my debate with Dr. Michael Brown. Right, we're doing it. It's called The Truth About the Jews and the Slave Trade. Right, me and Assad will be doing it. Powerful. And then we will also be doing a breakdown on the truth about the 2/3. At the Passover, before we get into the ceremony, Lord willing, I'll be doing a presentation on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Right, so that's what you're getting at the price of your admission for your Passover ticket, as well as an all-you-can-eat buffet. Always going down something major. You can get your VIP upgrade, get your own personal waitress there. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going down in a big and a major way. We're going to have performances, photo ops. It's going down. Shalom.
All right, you hear that? Okay. So all this is going on, but the Passover, talking about commemorating a 1-year, you know, anniversary of a debate. Okay, and the Passover is to commemorate, all right, the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, man. Like Yahweh Shai, he put on, like what Yahweh Shai did, and understanding what he did, and then, you know, praying that we're passed over. Okay, that it's a dangerous mindset to be in. And see, you know, it's a lot of, all right, Jakes on the sideline who don't understand what's going on. Okay, the woman that don't understand what's going on. All right, and they say, oh, y'all hating and what's wrong with that? Well, that ain't how you present, okay, the Passover to Israel, man, as a night at the club, man. All you can eat buffet, man. Okay, the Passover is extremely spiritual and it's a solemn feast, man. And everyone shouldn't be there, man. But they open up the Passover to the public, okay, and they're the main character of the Passover. Okay, they're gonna have these special interests, and oh boy, they're gonna come in and announce the names. Like IUIC, they announce the names. They come in like, the '96 Bulls, okay, or the 01, 2001 Lakers. Okay, that's that main character syndrome. And see, on the surface, when you look at these guys, all right, let's go here. This is Timothy, back in 2 Timothy 3 and 5, and this is what, okay, the Apostle Paul was warning Timothy of men like this, man. 2 Timothy 3 and 5, it says, having the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, for such turn away. Because here it is, they seem, all right, is if they have godliness, if they're, like they righteous, they on point, it seemed like it on the surface, if you're simple. Okay, but then they deny the authority of Yahushua. They deny the authority of the men Yahushua set up. They deny certain points of the Bible. That's denying the power thereof. Okay, and it says, from such turn away. Okay, verse 6, it says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses. Okay, you're letting these men, okay, be leaders over your household. Okay, they're your spiritual leaders. They're leading you. Okay, it says, and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with their diverse lusts. And let's read this in NLT. It says, they are the kind who work their way into people's homes and win the confidence of vulnerable women, because the women is extremely simple. Okay, just excited to be a part of something. Okay, who are burdened with the guilt of sin and controlled by various desires, man. And the woman, all right, she, the nigga woman in general, she suffers from the main character syndrome, man. Okay, just to touch on that, because it's society, through movie, through music, okay, and through culture. Okay, the woman. All right, because black culture is ran by the matriarch. Okay, that's why you go to Thanksgiving and we celebrate these holidays. Where who's the main character? It was Big Mama. Okay, Big Mama was the main character. All right, you listen to R&B. What's the main character? You have 4 men. You have these groups, 4 men singing to one woman. Okay, back in the day, especially in the '90s. The R&B jamming. All right, you can't deny that. Okay, but what it did to push the mindset of the woman as the main character. These movies, okay, the whole movie, you have a man going through all these obstacles, okay, to obtain the woman. That was the greatest achievement. Okay, you watch these old movies, the man, right, going through all these obstacles and to obtain a woman, and that was a great achievement. And then what does it do? It pushed the woman, okay, as the main character. All right, and women have taken hold of that, and this is why you see those women, a lot of women that come into being an Israelite, they just kick so hard against Isaiah 4 and 1, because it goes against them being the main character, man. Okay, in which here it is, we like, and this is my thing, like the woman act like she gonna get on her, the woman that knows she's an Israelite, okay, has some type of delusion that her going on camera and speaking against Isaiah 4 and 1 is going to stop it. Like everybody's going to fall back. Like, nah. And the thing is, Isaiah 4 and 1 is already happening. It's just in wickedness now. It's just happening in dysfunction now. Okay? Because here it is, These women will come on here and say that ain't talking about that. But here it is, you're someone's third, second, third, or fourth baby mama. Okay? You're someone's third or fourth, fifth baby mama, and you come on here talking about, nah, it ain't gonna go like that. Okay? Because you have all what they call a high value men. You have the majority of the women dealing with, the same men. Okay? Because it's the same men, all right, that's knocking down all these women, what they call high value men of this society. And it's the same group of men that's getting all the women pregnant in this society. So what the hell are you talking about? Like this don't exist. Like, you live in a society where Jake is just dealing with one woman. Like, that's the standard. No. Okay? That's just a false narrative that the serpent has in your mind. All right, of how it should be. Okay? Come on, man. Or come on, man. Or you hear about Jake, they got the good ride. Women are lined up for him. So it's already Isaiah 4:1. It's just in wickedness and dysfunction. Okay? So you think you're going to come, all right, to brothers and just say, nah, this how it's going. Nah, get your ass out of here, man. And I'm going to say this, like, as brothers mature in the spirit, and we starting to understand, like, okay, this thing is about rulership. Like, nah, this thing is about running the earth. Like, we really start to understand what we're a part of. Isaiah 4, like, when I first came into truth, Isaiah 4:1 used to be a common topic, but now brothers don't even talk about that like that. I'm gonna be all the way honest, like, the women you see coming on here and trying to find a breakdown to make it mean what they want to mean, they think about Isaiah 4:1 way more than we do, man. Okay? We on a whole nother tip now. Like, brothers, like, just the wave that brothers on, like, those women think about Isaiah 4:1 way more than we do. Okay? That's something that, you first come in, you still kind of, in your lust, as you young coming in this thing. Okay? But then as you mature, and then you're dealing as a man, and then it's like, and now for Isaiah 4:1, like, it happened how it happened, however Lord got it, But you women lose sleep about that, man. Okay? But like, there's something new that's happening in the earth. Nah, man. Okay, brothers, come on, man. Like, brothers been having multiple women since 12, 13 years old, man. This ain't no new fascinating thing that's in the earth, man. And just to touch on that, man. All right, but let's go here, because like I say, the scriptures speak against it. All right, so let's get a few precepts going into it. Salaki for the rant. I just want to put that out there, man. Just cook the salmon, all right, and win. Okay, and I just say salmon. I eat a lot of salmon, but whatever a brother like, and lamb, okay, turkey, whatever brother on, just find some recipes and win. Okay. Now, this is Proverbs 16:18. It said, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Okay? And this is what we're seeing in the earth, is people moving in great pride. And everyone thinks that the world revolves around their circumstances. But you read verse 19, because we always read that, but then you read the next verse, it says, better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. You see, the scripture teaches us humility, man. And like I say, there's a time when we are a main character in certain circumstances, but we handle that with responsibility, man. Not with our chest poked out and look at me. Like, nah, the main character is responsibility. Yahweh Shai. That's why he had to take that torturous death, okay? Because he's the main character, but he had the most responsibility, man. Okay? You see? So let's go from here. Let's get this in the book of Galatians. All right. It's the book of Galatians chapter 6. Okay. This is Galatians 6 and 2. It says, bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Mashiach. You see? And one thing, the truth is, it has us thinking, nation-minded, man. And the scriptures speak about being high-minded. All right? And we're going to keep reading. It says, for if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself, man. And let's read verse 3. It says, if you think you are too important to help someone, you are only fooling yourself. You are not that important, man. Okay? And Jake think they're extremely important. And all these debates and, all this praise, you got people falling out when they see you and crying when you come in the room. Like that. And it's going unchecked. It's a lot of unchecked egos, man. Okay? And then and now Jake think they're extremely important, man. All right? And the Lord, like the scriptures say, the Lord can make stones cry out. The Lord can make stones teach a lesson, man. Okay? And edify, man, if you wanted to. You see? This is a privilege to be a part of this, man. When you start, if we develop a mindset to where this is not an honor and privilege to be a part of this, and we start thinking that this thing revolves around us and, the wisdom that we bring to the table, like we bring something to the table, okay? And the Lord is not, the driving force behind this thing. You're fooling yourself, man. Okay, let's read it again. Galatians 6:3 says, if you think you are too important, and this is the NLT, to help someone, you are fooling yourself. You are not that important. Pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else, man. And you see a lot of these men, like with Sakari, you see he compares himself to El Apostle Hart. Like that's his standard. He thinks that he's, an equal to that, man. Okay? Nah, man, the apostles, they have their lots. That's their lots, man. Every brother have their lot. You can't compare yourself to another brother. He has his lot for his purpose. Okay? You see that this is what these men do. What Deacon Hakah, he addressed Elder Apostle Gabar, said, look, I'm number 2, you number 2. Let's talk number 2 to number 2. Like, nah, brother. They don't work like that. Okay? Tripping. All right? It says, for we are each responsible for our own conduct, man. And we are responsible for checking that conduct, man. All right? For examining, our conduct in this thing, man. What's that? That's 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. What does it say? It says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you not your own selves, how that Yahweh shines in you, except you be reprobates, man. And this thing is about constant examination, man. Because we have to check those things. Though pride is something that has to be checked. You go and check. Hey, I just like, damn, I'm getting puffed up. Me speaking personally, man, I done had to check things like I'm tripping. And I'm thinking myself more than what I am. Like, yeah, it happens. Cause we're not speaking as if we got it, and we don't need to be, we don't have to self-examine. Like, nah, it's a constant thing, man. Okay, it's a constant thing. Like, it's easy to think of yourself more than what you are, man, especially in this society, man. Okay? It's easy to do that, man. Okay? It's easy to get beside yourself, man. All right? Let's go to the word examine. Let me see. So lucky. All right, so you go to this word examine in the Greek.
Strong's G 3985, pyradzo.
All right. And it says to try, to make trial, to test. Okay. For the purpose of certain his quality or what he thinks or how he will behave himself, man. You know, and we're constantly being put in situations. And the Lord put us in situations that force us to examine ourselves, man. You know, like he'll put us in situations and how we respond. Okay. It's pretty much a gauge of what we are. You know, and did we respond in a prideful way? Did we respond, okay, in you know, a way that was faithless, you know? Like the Lord put us in these situations so we can gauge where we at, man. You know, we're constantly being examined. All right. And we have to really have a true assessment of ourselves. Like, damn, you know, I acted prideful in that situation. You know, I moved without faith. You know, I was timid when I should, you know, been proactive. You know, and whatever scenario, man, you got to really have an assessment, a true assessment of yourself. And like, damn, I should did way better than that. You know, true self-examination, man. Okay. We should be our biggest critics, man, in this faith, man. Okay, we should be our biggest critics, man. All right, and this is and the scriptures push the mindset that we should be in. Let's get that in Psalms 84:10. Okay, it says, "For a day in thy court is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness," man. Okay? Having that mindset, I'd rather be a doorkeeper, man. Okay? Understanding how to play the supporting role. Like good servants make great leaders, man. Okay? As we're mastering being a servant, okay, so we can execute being a great leader. Okay, eternally, man. That's the process that we're going through. Okay? Let's get that in the book of Sirach. I know you brothers is lighting it up. Let me just run these down. What's this? This is in the book of Sirach, chapter 3. All right. Verse, this Sirach 3:18. It says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, man. And that's another thing, like, you know, I try to pray for, you know, the more knowledge, you know, and the more the Lord increases me, you know, I pray for the humility to come with it, to balance it out. Like as we increase in knowledge and understanding, and you know, because naturally you're gonna get more notoriety, man. You teaching every day, you know, you're gonna get, you know, naturally you're gonna get a little more notoriety, man. You're gonna have a little more notoriety than you had last year. Okay, but we have to pray for humility, all right, to go with, all right, the increase. You know, as the Lord increase us, humility has to increase with it. All right. So it says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Okay. Meekness is a key virtue to have. Okay. In this ministry, man. Okay. And as we fight for salvation, meekness is a needed attribute, man. Okay, say, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honor of the lowly. Okay, he is honor of the lowly. You see, the Lord is dealing with the lowly, because with the meek, the Lord, he has room, all right, to be glorified. But if you're the main character, Yahweh Shai, and see, Sakara, they push Yahweh Shai like he's a supporting character in their thing, man. Okay, they get to determine. They get to determine what's authoritative and what's not in the scripture, and Yahweh Shai just another supporting character in their narrative, man. Okay, nah, man, the Lord deal with the lowly, because with the lowly, all right, he has a platform. Okay, as John the Baptist say, he must increase and I must decrease, man. Okay, but we see Jake is increasing, all right, on their platforms, and Yahweh Shai is decreasing. Okay, and it says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither seek the things that are above thy strength, man. Trying to be so deep, trying to go into all these books and these contexts, and trying to come with a new, never heard before breakdown and bring this out. Okay, which is, if we all are working and toiling and researching, okay, of course it's going to be something that a brother that's going to bring out that's going to be new. Okay, but it's the Spirit that gave us those things, man. What do we have that we didn't receive? As Apostle Paul said, what do we have that we didn't receive? And we receive a revelation, or we find some research that hasn't been brought out before. Okay, then it's all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, like if we didn't exist, that wouldn't have came out. No. Okay, the Lord can give understanding, okay, to a fool, man. Okay. It says, verse 22, it said, but what is commanded thee, think thereon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. So the Lord has us in our lane, man. That's one of the key things that I push, that brothers just find their lane in this thing, man, that we all find our lane and grow in it. The things that come to us easy, like that's our gift. The things that come to you easily, that's pretty much our gift, because that's what make a gift a gift. Like, it's easy. That's why it's a gift. It's easy for some brothers, to speak in Hebrew. It's easy for some brothers, to go into the history, man. It's easy, all right, for some brothers, to go into those breakdowns, man. That's their gifts. Now we all have to have, be sharp on those things. But some brothers, they just a gift, man. And when you tap into your gift and stay in your lane, you excel, man. Okay, play that supporting role with your gift. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and the evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment, man. And I wonder what this says in the GNT. I'm curious. Curious to see what that says. All right, let's get that. Come on, man. Sirach 3:24. All right, Sirach 3:24 says, many people, all right, have been misled by their own opinions, and this is in the GLT. Their wrong ideas have warped their judgment, man. And we see a lot of men moving with a warped judgment, okay, based off vain opinions, what they think. Okay. So let's go from there. Let's get this in the book of Luke. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 7. I know you brothers are lighting it up. Yep, but let's get this in Luke 14:7. And it says, and he put forth a parable, all right, and this is Yahweh Shai, okay, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief room, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade, all right, you have to go into Eastern, into Eastern customs. When you will come to an event, all right, the host would already have pretty much assigned seats for everyone he has invited. You know, it's not like the West where you just come sit yourself, or you can come pay and get VIP. Nah, man, and then when they did honor, all right, your honor was by, righteousness, man. You know, you will be honorable, according to your righteousness, man. You know, that will determine your honor, your righteousness, you was an elder, you had a good reputation. Okay. It wasn't solely based, on money, like in the West. Okay. Because in the West, if you have money, you can go and play the main character. You can go be VIP everywhere. You can do all these things, man. But in the East, it was about your conduct, your reputation. All right. Based off a righteous standard, man. Okay. This is Luke 6:14 and 8. It says, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. Okay. And he that bade thee and him, all right, come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. Yeah. So you come, all right, and you think highly of yourself, and you put yourself in, you seat yourself according to what you think in your mind. You come in like, I'm the man of honor. Okay. And you sit yourself, okay, in the most honorable seat. All right. And then you get that shoulder tap. Okay. Here it is. You come in first and you sit down. All right. It's just you. And then as the seat start filling out, the guests start coming. Okay. And now, all right, the room is full of people, and you get that shoulder tap, all right, saying, get your ass up, man. Okay, you way back there, man. All right, this his seat. Now you ashamed. And see, the Lord finna start embarrassing all these clout chasing Israelites, man. Okay, all these clout chasing men and women that want to be seen. The Lord's finna start embarrassing these people, man. Okay, because the thing that they cherish is they clout. This reputation that they've garnered. Okay, these YouTube, all right, celebrity status that they have garnered. Okay, Jake cherished those things, man. All right, and me speaking as a man, I believe the Lord, before he judged these, it's gonna be judgment in one, but the Lord is gonna judge these niggas in a very embarrassing way, man. And it says, and he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. Then when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, man. And it's always best to let the Lord promote you, man. Let promotion come from the heavens, man. Even in our day-to-day, let the Lord promote you. Okay, that's the mindset we should be in, man. To let the Lord give us increase according to he see fit, because he knows the exact portion of increase we need, where we don't get too proud and puffed up, man. Okay, when you out here trying to build your own platforms up for you and forward you, and you the main character and everything, then now you're heaping all this attention to yourself, and you putting demons on you, man. Okay, and you get to the point of no return. All right, so let's go here, and it's a lot of precepts that go into that, because that's part of our culture is meekness and humility, man. Okay, but I'll just go into this in Philippians as we model ourselves after Yahushua. Okay, Philippians 2:1. It says, if there be therefore any consolation in Hamashiach, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels, all right, and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, okay, having the same love, being of one accord and of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife and vainglory, man. And we see a lot of these men, they push the, like, you gotta keep bringing up Sakari, man. Okay? Because no one loves attention more than them. Okay? No other Israelite group loves attention more than those guys, man. And they say things to get a reaction. They do things to get a reaction. Okay? They did that. Just, you know, he did, like Alazar did that. He wants a big reaction. He wants 200 videos done on him about that. That's what he wants. Okay, so he's doing things just for vainglory. Okay, get your own waitress at the pass. So man, come on, man. All right. It says, but in lowliness of mind, let each other. All right, let each esteem others better than themselves. Okay, because we're here to build each other up, man. All right, what Alazar called little niggas, we here to build those brothers up, man. We don't look at nobody as little niggas, man. Even if you in Sakari and you're teaching, okay, you know, you started teaching 2 months ago and you're in Sakari, we don't look at you as no little nigga, man. All right, you're teaching this word, okay, and what we have a problem with is the doctrine, you know, and we address the leadership, you know, and you're gonna have sincere of all these camps, man. There's sincere, and if they are the elect, the Lord gonna get them out of there, man. Okay, but we don't look at no brother as no little nigga, insignificant, man, because he don't have a lot of subscribers and he doesn't, you know, go into the deepest breakdowns. And nah, man, if a brother is teaching, man, it's a valuable thing. Okay, and the men, okay, that as we become, you know, more seasoned in these things, we get behind those brothers and push them. Okay, we become the supporting cast for those brothers, man. Okay, you don't want to be part of an organization where you just the sidekick, you know, and you not growing, man. You don't want to be part of nothing like that, man. Okay, so it says, Philippians 2:4, it says, look not every man, okay, on his own things, but every man also on the things of others, man. Okay, and let's read this in the NLT, man. Philippians 2:3, jump back up to 3. It says, don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. And when you do debates, you're trying to impress others with how much you know. Okay, that's what those debates are for. You're trying to impress, you know, the fanboys you got, okay, and them simple ass women. Okay, to show how much you know. In the internet, you trying to show the internet, YouTube world, how much you know, man. Okay, that's what those debates are centered around. It says, don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Okay? Don't look out only for your own interests, but take an interest in others. All right? But take an interest in others too. Okay? It says, verse 5, you must have the same attitude. Remember, mindset, all right, is an established, all right, set of what was it? Let me get it again. Going back to mindset, man. It's mindset. All right. It says the established set of attitudes held by someone. Okay. So when you go here, Philippians 2:5, it says you must have the same attitude that Yahushua HaMashiach had, man. You have the same mindset. Okay? This is the mindset that we should have, the same mindset that he had, man. When they went to make him king, he was like, nah, he dipped out. Let's get that real quick. We'll come back to it. Okay, they wanted to make him king. What did he do? He got out of there, man. This is St. John 6. All right. And this was after he multiplied the fish. You know, Jay eating that fish, that bread, You know, he need to be king. You know, Jay, Jay eating that fish hanging out of his mouth. They got to looking at him. He need to be king. You know, it's St. John 6:13 said, therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. You know, so they could have got to go plates. You see, they could have got the to go place, man. All right. So then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Yahushua did, said, this is of the truth. This is of a truth, that prophet that should come into the world. You know, Jake still chewing on the fish. Okay, Jake made fish sandwich. You know, like this is the prophet. This that guy. You know. Verse 15 says, when Yahushua therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him king, he departed again into the mountain, all right, himself alone. So he got out of there. He slipped out, man. You know, he knew it wasn't that time for him to play the role of king. You know, he was there, all right, to be the teacher. You know, he was there to teach, man. Okay? Set the foundation for what we're doing now. Okay? This is why he was there, man. Okay? Yeah. Who this nigga, man? Yeah. But yeah, man, let's let's go. Let's go back to Philippians. All right, we'll end it. We'll end in Philippians. I see there's a lot of weirdos on the comment board. I don't know if it's just still showing up on this app. You know, brothers is deleting them guys, man. Let me see. And let me go while I'm doing this screen. Real quick. There's a lot of weirdos out there. Esau, these bots and shit. You know, most of them seem like they bots. Come the water, bro. You're probably showing up on this side. I know beyond quick draw. You know. But yeah, let's get back to it. We'll close it out. You know, I ain't gonna hold y'all hostage. All right, this Philippians 2 and 5. It said, let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua HaMashiach, who being in the form of power, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. You know, because we have to understand Yahushua's office. You know, he came, you know, in authority of his Father. You know, and he could have boasted, and he could have been throwing his shoulders around and chest poked out. Okay, but he didn't move like that. Okay, how did he move? Verse 7 says, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant, man. And one of the main ways, the best way to stay humble is to be occupied in serving. Okay, and serving. You see? Hey, there's nothing wrong with playing the background and serving, man. There's a lot of works that are done off camera that a brother's gonna be rewarded for, man. Okay, there's a lot of things that go into this ministry off camera that brother's gonna be rewarded for, man. It's a lot of serving that goes on off camera. You know, even you sisters, man. There's a lot of, you know, sisters that have blessed brothers, man. You know, that no one knows about. That's gonna be rewarded. Okay, It says, but made himself of no reputation, all right, and took upon him the form of a servant and was made into the likeness of men. Okay, he was lowly. Okay, he took the form of the lowly, man. All right, that's what he did. All right, so yeah, man, that's the point. You know, I know you brothers lit it up. You know, there's no way I can get out to all these. You know, but the water for you brothers adding to the screen. You know, the water to you sisters listening in obedience. All right, and at the end of the day, man, we're gonna get clout and righteousness, man. Okay, you're gonna get true clout and righteousness, man. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna get fame in the lands we put to shame, as the scriptures say. Okay, it's just a thing of patience, man. And we shouldn't want to be popular in this society, no goddamn way. All right, being known by all these goddamn widows, man. Okay, so Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified once again. Give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS for rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations and helpful Shalom.